Hey everybody, welcome to Top Rack Facts. Today we're going to go over the top 10 fun facts about the Virgo Zodiac sign. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one fact I never would have thought. Virgo is the 6th sign of the Zodiac, and people born August 23rd to September 26th fall under this star sign according to traditional astrology. Aside sharing the same star sign with icons like Michael Jackson and Beyoncé, here are top 10 fun facts about Virgos. Number 10. Virgos are associated with Greek mythology. There are various myths about Virgos. The first myth is that the Virgo is the goddess Astrea, and according to this myth, it is revealed that she was one of the last gods to leave the earth after Pandora opened the cursed box. Eventually, she became the constellation Virgo. In another myth, Virgo is depicted as Dike, the goddess of justice. In this myth, she did her best to warn humans against sin, but eventually war and suffering broke out, and because she couldn't handle the corruption, she escaped to the skies and became a constellation. One bonding fact we can see is that these goddesses cared about the earth, and that this is a major reason Virgos have earth as their element. Earth is also the Virgo's element because of a Virgo's affinity for being efficient, skilled, and resourceful. These qualities are akin to the structure and tangibility of the earth. Number 9. Virgos are very organized. If you like clutter, it might be hard to get along with Virgos because they can't stand it. They are very systematic about things, and they love to organize their lives and the things around them to ensure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. They are mostly clean freaks who find it hard to focus and get things done when they're surrounded by mess and clutter. Now you know why your Virgo friend is always on you to help you clean and declutter your place and things. They must wonder how you're able to think with all that clutter. Number 8. Virgo is the largest astrological sign. Virgo is the largest star sign in the zodiac. In areas of little light population, Virgo appears enormous, stretching across the sky like a giant. Thousands of years ago, it would have been unmistakable and huge, appearing in the sky as it marked the beginning of the harvest season and the end of summer. Also, most of the stars that make up the constellation we know as Virgo are quite dim. The brightest is known as Spica, and it is a bright white blue jewel. The Virgo cluster contains 11 deep space objects, which is more than any constellation aside Sagittarius. Virgo is also the second of the 4 mutable signs of the zodiac, who hold elemental energy of change at the end of the 4 seasons. Virgo season is the end of summer, where the heat of the season is beginning to mix and surrender to the coolness of the upcoming autumn. Number 7. Virgos are great lovers. Though Virgos can come across as cold, they're just being cautious about opening up. But once they open up to you and let you in, they're amazing lovers. One thing you need to know if you're going to love a Virgo is that they always want to feel needed and loved by their partner. So you're going to have to show them some affection. They are generous lovers, so be prepared to be spoiled by them. As lovers, Virgos are always looking to form meaningful and strong connections, so they are very careful of the kind of people they form relationships and connections with, and that's why hookups and one-night stands aren't their thing. They choose partners based on how important and needed they are to them. They also tend to choose partners who they can have a wild time with once in a while. They are attracted to people who come across as disciplined and mannered. Remember, they like to live structured lives and avoid clutter as much as possible. Virgos are also non-confrontational, so they try very hard to avoid conflict in their relationships, or when there is a conflict, they withdraw for alone time to restore their cool before dealing with the issue. One thing you might find boring if you date a Virgo, though, is the fact they aren't into PDA, public display of affection, as they are private people. Number 6. Virgos are sharp-minded. Due to their solid eye for organization and detail, they are highly valued and dedicated workers, especially the ones who work in the service industry. They are able to handle even the most complicated and delicate projects that require high levels of concentration because of how easily it comes to them. Being very sharp-minded individuals who are goal-oriented and dedicated, they can't stand people who they consider incompetent. They have no patience for stupidity and are intolerant of co-workers who act in an unethical manner. Number 5. Virgo is the virgin maiden for modesty and fertility. This can be considered in two ways. Virgo is considered as the virgin maiden for modesty. This explains why some Virgos are shy and introverted. They are not particular about being the center of attention anywhere they find themselves. Virgo is also considered virgin because Virgo means virgin in Latin and is considered to be chaste and fertile. Virgin is also associated with fertility, and for the Latin, fertility means more than childbearing. It also means focus and single-mindedness in attempting a task. It means to focus, ignore frivolity, and get work done. It is for this reason that Virgo is associated with this, because of their ability to be laser focused. Number 4. Mercury is Virgo's ruling planet. According to astrology, Mercury was assigned rulership of Virgo and Gemini. Mercury is a Virgo's ruling planet, and as a result, they are very skilled at reading, writing, and other forms of communication. Mercury represents intellect, rationalization, an avenue of expression, travel, trade, emotional capacity, and awareness. Virgos are known to embody these features as a result of Mercury being their ruling planet. Virgo is also assigned the 6th house in the 12 houses of the zodiac, and for that reason, Virgos are inclined towards health, service, and day-to-day routine in alignment with the house. Before we look at our top 3 facts about Virgos, if you've been enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give us a like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. That way, you never miss an upload. Number 3. Virgos are wonderful friends and family members. Though it takes a while for Virgos to open up to people, once they do, you're in for a ride. Once you have gained their trust and friendship, they become the absolute best friend. They are extremely loyal to people they consider friends and are willing to stick with their friends even when times get rough. They are the type of friend that you can always count on to be there for you, no matter what it may be. They are sympathetic and excellent at giving advice, and they almost always know how to solve any problem. They'll always remind you to take care of yourself, as good health is important to them. So be ready for healthy meals and gym subscriptions. As family members, Virgos are very family inclined, so they immerse themselves in family activities and care for the elderly in their families. They're really the best children to have in old age. Number 2, Virgos are overthinkers. They literally never stop thinking and calculating. Virgos are known to overthink and overcalculate every little thing. The wheels are constantly turning in their minds and brain, and this causes them to burn out quite frequently. They needed to be reminded to take breaks from so much thinking and give to their minds time to rest if they want to remain sane in the long run. A side effect of them always overthinking is that they're always working hard to improve the future. Because their minds are always working, they're constantly making plans to build a better future for themselves and their loved ones, and they make sure that these plans become reality. Be sure to check on your Virgo friends today and remind them to take a break before they lose their mind from overthinking. And finally, our number 1 fun fact about the Virgo zodiac sign is that Virgos are analysts. Virgos aren't being uptight, they're just really good at analyzing. Virgos have clever minds and keen attention to detail, and that allows them to find solutions to problems that others simply miss. They are able to break down seemingly impossible problems into small and workable parts and then come up with a solution that actually works. They take into account all the details and facts before arriving at a judgment, and this is one reason they perform well as judges. Being as analytical as they are naturally very calculated people and don't make reckless, impulsive decisions. Because they are always analyzing, it is of no surprise that they think of every single possibility and weigh their pros and cons before making a decision. They possess strong traits of rationality and common sense, so they don't take decisions in the spur of the moment. They don't move with the crowd, and it may come off as stubborn and frustrating for signs not as grounded as they are. There you have it, the top 10 fun facts about Virgos. Do subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on other top 10 fun facts on astrology and much more. Check out this playlist of my top videos of true crime, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.